Hello guys, so welcome to Examdays. So in this video we are going to discuss about a MLHP entrance examination important bit, the part 8 in the series of 100 videos on MLHP questions. So today the first question is going to be, which of the following is not a method of heat loss from the body through skin? Which of the following is not a method of heat loss from the body through skin? Your options: A, conductions; B, convections; C, radiations; D, oxidations. The correct answer is going to be answer D, oxidations. The explanation as given has the chemical reaction that takes when a substance comes into the contact with oxygen or another oxidizing substance, hence which we can call as oxidations. So which is not a method of heat loss from the body through the skin level. So here is the image as given. The oxidation, how is going to be work, where the oxidation is a loss of electrons or increase in the oxidation in the state of atom and molecule. So this is another topic where, but here is a heat loss from the body through skin is not a oxidations. Moving on to the next question. A nurse measures a oral temperature as a 99.2 degrees Fahrenheit, but the physician asks a rectal temperature. The nurse says it as a, your options: 98.2 degrees Fahrenheit, B, 99 Fahrenheit, C, 100.2 degrees Fahrenheit, D, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So the nurse has measured oral temperature as a 99.2 degrees Fahrenheit, but when the physician is asked what is the rectal temperature, so the correct answer is going to be 100.2 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is the exact answer where we have to add one more point. Moving on to the next question. The strength of Savlon solution used for disinfecting a clinical thermometer is a 1:20, B 1:40, C 1:60, D 1:100. So here is the Savlon solution used for the disinfecting clinical thermometer is always 1/20. So it is 1:20. So moving on to the next question. Convert 36 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit scale. So your answer is going to be 97 degrees Fahrenheit, B 96.4 degrees Fahrenheit, C 96.8 degrees Fahrenheit, D 96.2 degrees Fahrenheit. So the correct answer is going to be 96.8 Fahrenheit. Next question. Which of the following method is most reliable for the measuring the body temperature? Which of the following method is most reliable for measuring body temperature? A, oral; B, axilla; C, rectal; D, tympanic. The correct answer is going to be option C. Rectal is the most the common method to measuring the body temperature. So which is having to do with the rectum. So the rectum is the last several inches of the large incision closest to the anus. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following stage is a fever is characterized by elevated body temperature which remains fairly constant for hours to days? Which of the following stage of fever is characterized by elevated body temperature which remains fairly constant for hourly to days? So we have 4 options. In that, first option is inventions, B, fastigation, C, decline, and the D, lysis. So here is the body temperature which remains the constant till hours to days comes under fastigation. So where the period of at which the symptoms of a disease as a febrile disease are the most pronounced. So the angle in the roof of the 4th vertical of the brain is as showing here. So which comes under which the temperature remains be vestigium. Next question. Which of the following temperature range can be referred as a subnormal body temperature? Your options: 95 to 98 Fahrenheit, B 98 to 100 Fahrenheit, C below 95 degrees Fahrenheit, D above 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Your options, the correct answer is going to be 95 to 98 Fahrenheit. Yes, the normal body temperature is around 98.26 degrees Fahrenheit, which we call as a 37 degrees Celsius. Hypothermia as according as your body temperature as follows: 95 degrees Fahrenheit, which we call as a 35 degree Celsius. Moving on to the next question: which of the following pulse can be palpated in lower extremity? Which of the following pulse can be palpated in the lower extremity? Options: A radial pulse, B temporal pulse, C brachial pulse, D dorsal pedis. The correct answer is going to be dorsal pedis. Artery is the principal dorsal artery of the foot, so it rises the anterior aspects to the ankle joint and is a continuation of the anterior tibal artery. Okay, the position as given is clearly on the image. For the reference, say that dorsal surface is the foot where it's running towards the first dorsal interosseous space. So he has given the first dorsal, it is the deep, and it is the arcuate as given here, and this is the deep, and this one is the first the dorsal point as is given here. Moving on to the next question: difference between the apical pulse and radial pulse is called as. Difference between the apical pulse and the radial pulse is called as: A pulse pressure, pulse deficiency, pulse alternates, and dichrotic pulse. The correct answer is going to be option B, pulse deficit. The difference is apical and peripheral pulse rates can be a signal as a arrhythmia. You will need to monitor this deficiency if your patient pulse rhythm is irregular. So this is the most commonly used in the hospitals, where you have to check the pulse of any patient without any instruments. Next question: characteristic pulse seen in aortic regurgitations is a what? The characteristic pulse seen in aortic regurgitations is: A winding pulse, B extra systole, C water hammer pulse, D dichrotic pulse. The correct answer is going to be water hammer pulse. So I'm going to be so the correct answer is going to be water hammer pulse. So here is as given option C. Yes, the water hammer pulse is a physical exam finding that describe a bonding, a forceful pulse with a rapid upstroke and descent. So here is extra, the location as given is for the water hammer pulse, where the physical exam is finding that describing the bonding. So here you can see, you can check that all the actually the stages as given by step by step as is gone early, appreciated, and the moderate, how the radial pulse will be checked, or the radial pulse will the finding using the 3 fingers of the any persons. Moving on to the next question: examining a client, a nurse notes that his pulse become weaker during the inhalations and stronger during the exhalations. This type of pulse called as what? Once again question: on examining the client, the nurse note that his pulse become weaker during the inhalation and stronger during the exhalations. This type of pulse is called as this is going to be given the 4 options. Is going to be bigorneal pulse, C Threaty pulse, C paradoxal pulse, and the D is going to be Corrigan pulse. The correct answer is going to be paradoxal pulse is a correct answer. So inhalation is a weak, inhalation is a weak, and exhalation is going to be outside, is going to be stronger. Okay, so these type of pulses we call as a paradoxal pulse. So you can use it. Why the paradoxal pulse is more the causes where the symptoms you can see that acute asthma, cognitive heat failure, chronic obstructive the pulmonary disease, or the cardiac temperature, or we can say tensions are also pericardics. Okay, so these kind of symptoms will be you can see this type of paradoxal pulse cases, where the commonly comes in terms of the paradoxal pulse paradoxes is considered referred to the phenomenon in which peripheral pulses markedly diminishes. Okay, so these are the symptoms as given for the reference purpose, so you can use the same. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Increased depth of respirations can be termed as increased depth of the respiration can be termed as tachyphonia, B polyphonia, C hyperphonia, and the D gonna be orthophonia. The correct answer is gonna be hyperphonia. Here is the answer. So the explanation as given. The tachyphonia temporarily is the stranger as given. Okay, so the correct answer is gonna be this one, C hyperphonia as given. Okay, moving on to the next question. A high-pitched musical whistling sound that occur with partial obstructions of a smaller bronchi and bronchioles is called as. So we have been given completely the four terms. Which one is the stridor, crackle, rails, and whizzing. High-pitched musical whistling sound that occurs with partial obstructions of a smaller bronchi, and the bronchus is called wheezy. Yes, wheezy is a high-pitched whistling sounds during the breathing. It occurs when the air moves through the narrowed breathing tubes in the lungs. The major feature of the lungs includes the bronchi, the bronchioles, and alveoli. Okay, so these kind of symptoms will be occur during the wheezing. So guys, this is today about series number 8 questions. So you can use the link in the description box, which is available, the PDF link. You can download this PDF, and this PDF will be used in your MLHP exam preparation purpose. So don't forget to like the video and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe for Examdays TSAP. And if there are any mistakes in the questions or any explanation, you have to comment in the below so that we will be rectified. And if you have any suggestions to any topics we're going to discuss, so please add those topics into the comment box. So we are trying to cover some topics. We give some tutorial on topics where important topics will be asked in the MLHP examinations. Okay, thank you so much guys. PDF link is available on the description box. You can download this PDF, and don't forget to subscribe the Examdays. Thank you.